What's going on, family? Yo, you back with ManCodeTV, man. We back at it one more time. All right, so what you need to know, man, is that you are always at the negotiation table with any woman you dealing with. You out here on the dating market, it ain't nothing but negotiations going on. And let me show you what the main things that are being negotiated. A woman, when she's negotiating with you, when she's dealing with you, she's trying to see how much she can get out of you. And that is basically going to set her value. I did do a video about, you set the price for her value, but I'm going to show you how women try to negotiate that value. All right. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to see what they can get out of you, how much they can get out of you. And it's not just financially. Women want to see how much effort they can get out of you and also how much attention they can get out of you. That is really what's the highest thing on their list of negotiations. All right. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. All right. So say you get a chick's number, right? All right. You get her number. And then, you're texting her or you're calling her or whatever, right? Now, the woman in her mind, she's seeing how much is he calling me? How much is he texting me? If he only texts me like one time and, I text him back another time or whatever, and we don't really text back and forth that much, the effort that you're putting in, your interest level is so-so, right? But if you're texting her a lot, and you're giving her a lot of your attention, you're putting in a lot of effort at this point if you're texting her a lot, right? And then if you're trying to make plans, okay, let's go do this, let's go do that. Whereas another guy, he might have just texted her, okay, whatever. He's not making no plans. He's not really talking about, oh, let's go do this, let's go do that. But on the other hand, you might be like, hey, let's do this. You're trying to set up a date, all that stuff. So you're putting in a lot of effort. And see, women like that. But they know when you put a lot of effort in like that, that your interest level is high. And when your interest level is high, she knows that there's a good chance that she can get more out of you. That's where that negotiating is really headed. She knows she can get more out of you the more effort that you're putting in. That's her main thing, is this effort. That's why you always hear women say, if he's not putting in any effort, then he's not going to get me, blah, 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 blah. No, that's not true. There are guys that can get the same woman you can get, and they don't put in half the effort that you putting in. So if you're putting in all that effort and you're like, okay, yeah, let's go meet up, and you get on a date, you're like, okay, well, let me see. Maybe I'm going to pay for the date, blah, 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 right? That's another sign of high effort. And she's loving all of that. Okay, now he's paying for the date. I don't have to split it with him. He's paying for everything. She got you. That means you're seeing her as a very valuable entity in your mind. She knows that. If you're willing to do all of that, that means that you've already put her value up at a certain level. It's pretty high. Whereas the other guy, he might be like, yo, let's meet up. We can hang out. But he ain't talking about taking her to no restaurant. Maybe a walk somewhere, maybe. And even if you do that, go to like a little bar or something like that. He like, hey, you want to split the bill? You know what I'm saying? He ain't really putting in all of that effort or whatever. She still is interested in the guy, even though he's not putting in all that effort. But she knows you, on the other hand, that have put in a lot of effort, she can get more out of you than she can get out of the other guy. That doesn't mean that she doesn't like the other guy. That just means that she knows you can do a lot more for her than the other guy will. See, that's where we get into this whole thing, man, with the value thing. That's how women work. They want to see who's going to put in the most effort for her. Who can she get the most attention from? And like I said before, that does not mean that you're going to get more out of her because you're putting in more effort. You're just putting more effort in because you value her more. See what I'm saying? That's where the value comes in. That's why in the last video I said how you're setting the price for her. There you go. More effort, more attention. You're putting her on a higher plane. You're putting her on a higher value meter than maybe another guy is. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to be careful with that, man. It's nothing wrong with going for the woman that you like. If she's putting effort back, then that's cool. But if you put in all the effort and she's not putting in hardly any effort, that's when you really got to take a step back and really like, okay, well, am I getting a return on my efforts that I'm putting in? That's what you got to think about, man. So that's what I mean about, you know, the negotiating thing. That's what's happening in this whole setting her value, and then she negotiates her value and all that stuff, whatever. That's what women do. Just know that. And like I said, make sure that you're getting a return on your investment, man. And your investment is your time and your attention. All right? So just remember that. Yo, that's the message I have for you guys today, man. That was the topic. I'm going to see y'all on the next one, man. It's ManCode.